And on line one now we have Sinead from Carrick and Shannon, and Sinead, I believe you're a bit of a bigot. And she goes, "Oh no, Joe, I'm not a bigot. I'm not a bigot. Something happened." Well, do you want to tell us about what happened, Sinead? Well, me and my two friends, we were going down by the river for a picnic. My friend Orla and my friend Aoife and myself, we were going down to the pit for a picnic on our lunch break. And when we got down there, there was two demons, one called Azathoth and the other one called Baphomet, and they were both down by the river, and they were not behaving well. And myself and Aoife and Orla were respectable ladies from Carrick-on-Shannon. We're just respectable Irish ladies from a small country town, and we're not used to these demons coming into the community and causing this mayhem. And we just wanted a nice afternoon in the park, having sandwiches and a cup of tea, and these demons were just causing all kinds of problems. They were doing things like shouting and behaving themselves very, very inappropriately in the park. But Sinead, do you not think that's more of a case of you judging them for being different than 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 anything else? Demons are entitled to their lives too. I know, Joe. I'm not a demonist. I'm not anti-demon. Are you sure about that now, Sinead? Because you're sounding a bit like that. Well, let me tell you, Joe. What happened then was, this other demon came along, a fella called Pyman, and he was carrying 2 bags of cans of lager, Dutch Gold, and then they started drinking and throwing stuff at each other, and one of them exposed himself to it, and it was to take a pee in the river, and he was peeing on swans, and it just was a terrible thing for the children in the park to see beside the river. And now Sinead, it's not that simple. You don't know what these demons have been through before they got to Ireland. You should like. But the town is in ruins because of these demons, Joe. No, it's not that bad, Sinead. Come on. Do you remember? Anybody remember now when there used to be a demon that used to work in the little kiosk at the top of O'Connell Street, serving chocolate donuts? Do you remember that? Do you remember that was gas, wasn't it? Do you remember what was the name of the demon? I don't remember what the demon's name was. Azathoth or something like that. And the demon used to make these lovely chocolate donuts. And the demon used to get the donuts, and he would dip the chocolate in the donut, in the chocolate. And it was a little kiosk where the Forties Cafe used to be at the top of O'Connell Street. Do you remember that? Remember that, Sinead? No, I don't remember that, Joe. Excuse me, but I'm currently being raped by a demon. Well, it was great. It was great, Sinead. Now, you have to remember, it was a different time, but it was like we were happier with less. So this demon used to sell the chocolate donuts. Funny thing, chocolate donuts, aren't they? Is it a donut or is it a bar of chocolate? And you open it up and you look inside and it's a donut. But it's covered with, you know what I mean, Sinead? It's covered with chocolate. So is it a chocolate or is it a donut? You don't. Oh, Joe, the demon just stuck an electric fucking wire up my arsehole and is killing me. And he goes, well, that's Sinead. Come on, you're being exaggerated now. You're just being racist against demons. I'm not, Joe. Look, he's just fucking killed Orla. No, you're being hysterical. Now, do you remember that? What I was saying about that demon that was that sold chocolate donuts out of the kiosk at the top of O'Connell Street? Do you remember that? Oh, they were great days. Where the Forty Cafe was, and there was the Hamilton Long next door. Used to sell telescopes. Remember that? And you could buy a telescope. You could buy a 6-inch refractor telescope from Hamilton Long. No, 6-inch reflector telescope. Go look at the stars. You could do that from Hamilton Long. And then you could go next door and you could buy a chocolate donut from a demon called Azathoth. And nobody complained then, Sinead. It's only when there's more than one demon comes into the country that you complain, Sinead. Are you there, Sinead? Sinead's gone. Sinead is gone now. But yeah, that's right. The top of O'Connell Street, the kiosk where the Forties Cafe used to be, you could buy chocolate donuts from a demon named Azathoth. And next door you could buy telescopes from Hamilton Long, and you could learn all about the stars and have a lovely chocolate donut. And then you could go across the road to Eason's and you could buy a photography magazine, because they didn't sell porno mags, and it would be called like it'd be called something like Today's Photography, and it'd have pictures of a nudie woman on the cover, and you could wank off to that if you couldn't get your hands on Hustler or Penthouse. But yeah, okay, we'll be back tomorrow with Liveline, and I'm Joe Duffy, and I'm off to buy another Rolls Royce.